Destroy it.
No, don't.
I pressed the
Crush the
button.
button. Crush its will.
It's a button. It doesn't.
Hi everybody, it's me. I'm streaming.
Oh,
Sorry
yes.
about yesterday. There was all of our phones are going off because we're all subscribed to me now. Sorry. Um, that wasn't something that I made them do. They chose to do that. I want to make that clear. I was not like, do it, you punks. And I assure you that when this gaming group breaks up in 20 years, that when we have a big fight over, I don't know, which Dragon Ball Z character is the best, it's not Vegeta. Um,
Oh, you already posted. Dang, you're way ahead of me.
I did. Uh, um,
Who
that,
is the best character? You didn't say.
oh, it's Cloud Strife.
Considering how little I know about any more than where I am at in.
No,
D&D.
I'm listing a character from a completely
What?
different.
No, that's.
Cloud Strife is the best
anyways.
PvZ character. Anyway, they'll unsubscribe to me when this gaming group breaks up, which will be 20 years from now, give or take 10 years.
Okay, Breadmaster and Jeff might need to be might need to go a little bit up in terms
A
of
little
volume.
louder. Oh yeah, Breadmaster, you were really quiet last Carpet People, and I don't know why.
I have no idea. Am I okay now?
Well, let me check again.
Do I need to get louder or do you just need to make it louder in Discord? Because Jenner
Yeah.
has fucked with those volume levels a lot.
Yeah. I feel like
Because I can hear everyone fine.
as can I.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
hold
gonna
on.
talk too, so you have more to work with in terms of my volume levels.
Your volume is at 149%. Everybody else's volume of Breadmaster's volume is all the way up to 200%.
I'm really quiet then.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I'm. There are other people in the house right now, so I am a little quieter than usual.
Just lean, like, just swallow the mic. Just boost the mic, stuff the mic down your throat.
It's too big for that.
There you go.
Mhm.
Whoa. That's what
Well,
she
what?
said.
You were the one that said it.
Yes, and I am her who said the word. I'm funny.
I thought you were Jenner.
Damn it.
I am Breadmaster. None of us. None of you all introduce yourselves either.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, I'm Jenner.
It's me, Jeff. I'm here again.
Hello, I'm Loka.
Everybody else pronounces
No matter
his name
what you
wrong.
may hear from any of the other members of this party,
Because
my name is Loka.
Because I've been in charge and I've been pronouncing Loka's name wrong, and I will continue to do so because I'm an idiot.
I can't
No,
not
I didn't.
pronounce the A.
I didn't correct you all enough early in our friendship, and now I'm doomed.
I thought you said early in your friendship.
Burley in our friendship.
No, Broly.
Browley.
We're not doing
Yara.
Dragon Ball yet, guys. Calm down.
Yes, it's
But
They
you said
were-
you were using movie villain, so of course he's going to have to show up, right?
maybe. Today we're doing Dungeon World with Fefner as the GM, and we're all gonna behave ourselves and be nice to her.
Hello, I'm terrified.
That's normal.
Come here, Prel.
All right.
The first thing we need to do is bonds, I think.
Hurry up.
Right.
So we'll do character introductions first.
Hi.
Now, does anybody want to volunteer, or will we be going in alphabetical order?
Jeff.
Yes,
Oh.
Jeff, do your character first.
All right. I have chosen the witch class because I am extremely predictable. I am bringing back a character I played years ago in a different Dungeon World game that Jenner ran.
Yep.
By the name of Sable. She is a witch. She has magic, but she also has wondrous potion-related abilities. Specifically, I took her class kind of is the Wicked Witch, wherein I can throw a potion and whoever gets hit with that potion takes all the effects of the potion as if they had drank it. So I can heal people from a distance.
Ow, there's glass in my skull. I feel a lot better.
I also have a move explicitly for flying around a broomstick.
But you tell her about what your desires for that move.
Oh, well, you see, there's a advanced move I can take called Dragon Meteor, where I just crash into things with the broomstick.
Oh my god, that is
And
the coolest
and
name.
it fucks them up really good. But
Can you just have that immediately?
no. But I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be as effective. But feel free to just break my shit all the time when I fail these rolls because I deserve to be fucked up constantly. Oh, and my drive is personal freedom, which is to avoid or escape trouble without resolving it.
So, kind of a
This is every
chaotic, I
single
guess? Neutral?
This is every time I've played before.
Chaotic, irresponsible.
Every single witch is the same.
It's fine. I also play the same character every time. That wasn't a segue into introducing my character. I'm not doing it.
Too late.
Shit. Back in the world of Theras, Cole and Cinder are living happily, or Cole and Cinder and OK are living happily together. When Cinder decides that she wants to go out on an adventure in Theras, the Ryutama adventure setting, she finds Caper and tells Caper that she wants to go out on an adventure. But wouldn't you know it, Cole's been going out killing all the problems before they become big problems because it's Cole. So there is no adventure to be had in Theras. Theras is peaceful and diplomatic. Everything's fine. So, but Cinder wants to be an adventurer like her dad. So Caper says, that's cool, that's fine. Just step through this mirror. It'll take you to a distant land that is full of adventure. And Cinder, thinking little of it, said, sure, and went through the mirror. Cinder is now in this world, looking for mirror shards, I guess.
Did you write your character's backstory before or after Fafnir told you the hook for this adventure?
After. So, Cinder is a fighter, like her dad. She breaks things, and she has his
He was
axe.
a merchant.
Shh. He was the most skilled fighter of the party. Cinder is a
I was
fighter.
a merchant by necessity.
He was a merchant by necessity. He was a fighter by choice. Cinder's a fighter like her father. She's very strong, and she likes to break things. That's her move. She can bend gates, or bend bars, lift gates. She also ignores the clumsy modifier on armor.
Stop reading your character's your skills now.
And she has a signature weapon, which is her father's axe, which is sharp, which gives it +2 piercing, which means it carves through armor, and huge, which means it has the messy and forceful tags. It's a sinister weapon because Cole's axe is legendary for all the murder that it did.
I knew you would take message force on any weapon you did. And why would you ever not in this game?
Exactly.
Why?
Cinder is here to have an adventure and then find her way back home. She doesn't remember where the mirror was because she slipped and hit her head, but she does remember everything. She doesn't have suspicious anime anxiety. She just doesn't remember where the mirror was that got her here. She'll find it eventually. Meanwhile, her dad is killing everything looking for her back in Paris.
Tears streaming down his face at all times. Screaming hysterically. Well, I guess I was the first person to talk after you finished introducing your character, so I guess I'm up next.
Thanks for volunteering.
My character is named Throckmorton Throck.
I hadn't noticed the last name yet somehow.
It struck me 10 seconds before we started recording. I am playing a druid. I don't have a full backstory for my character, but my hook, my idea, is that he is way into nature but can't retain any information about it. So he's going to say a lot of incorrect things about animals and plants.
How many times have you grabbed poison ivy with your bare hands?
I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah, with his bare hands. 'Cause
So what do you
you're-
call the
Alright.
butterflies that just sort of drift close to you?
Pigeons.
Fredmax, you mean loving fuck.
I mean, I started it.
Are these a
Okay,
meme? He says,
Is
referencing
this a
that
meme?
meme. Referencing that meme of the person looking up at the butterflies drifting close to them.
Oh yeah, me. I
Mhm.
am Aegel. I am the mage. The mage of the tower. Aegel doesn't have anything but his devotion to the Order of the Tower. And how the mage works is all of my spells get bonuses based on what focus I have. As long as I act within the focus with my magic, I can do it better. However, I can never cast spells that are in opposition. There are opposition elements to the focus. So for the tower, my aligned are Shield from Harm, Give Strength to the Weak, and Iron and Steel. But my opposed are Fleeing or Escaping and Using Magic for your own gain. So Aegel is was sort of adopted by the mages of the tower, and has been sent out on his pilgrimage to basically be the mage equivalent of a paladin. Do as much good as possible. Don't do it for yourself, and be as poor as dirt. He's pretty thin. He's got weird Quicksilver eyes and a pointy hat, because mages.
All right.
What even are mages?
Bunch of jerks.
I would disagree.
You're biased.
All right.
though.
So next would be bonds, right?
Yes, we're getting to bonds. So, you're not the closest knit group, but I feel you've all met each other here and there. So, each class has its own set of bonds that you do. Basically, you just fill in one person for each of those bonds, and if by the end we've resolved it, then you get experience. So, I guess we'll just go in the order we introduced our characters. Jeff,
Hello.
what's your bonds?
All right. I think that since there's a fellow spellcaster in this party, I'm going to say that. Oh God, jeez. That Engel here is now a member of my coven.
By choice, or it's just sort of yeah in.
Yeah, in. That's all I got.
Do we have to
You
fill
can-
in all of our bonds?
Yeah, do at least one.
Okay, so let's see.
Do we
One
have to
each,
use
okay.
these bonds in particular? Or can we make up our own bonds?
I think you can make up your own.
Okay.
I think you have to use the ones in the sheet first, though.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so it's
Okay.
over time you're able to do that. All right.
alright. Shoot. I don't like any of these bonds, but I'll go with it. I'm next.
I mean, I don't know. That's probably just a rule there to keep people from like making really simple ones to get XP quickly. But you can do what you want.
Throckmorton is soft, but I will make them hard like me.
God, why does that one exist?
So what did we set the timer for Jenner horniness?
What? That wasn't
That
no.
doesn't count.
No.
It doesn't count.
It's in the game.
I'm not dating Loika's character. I didn't date Loika's character last game. I'm definitely not dating Loika's character this game. Cinder has a significant other. Remember, she spent all of her time with Ark and Alice's kid. She's got to get back to her rat husband. Or rat wife. I forget if they adopt. We never rat.
Didn't really establish
We
it.
never established rat spouse.
Rat spouse. Woo.
I can't believe you didn't say mouse spouse.
Oh God, I didn't. I should have. Oh.
What's the plural of that?
All right. I took a bond for each of the other players. So the spirit spoke to me of a great danger that follows Cinder. That danger is her father, but I don't really know that.
Or it could just be Cinder.
Or just Cinder herself. I have shown Sable a secret right to the land. So you can do with that whatever you want. And, Igel smells more like a prey than a hunter.
Wow. Judgmental.
Look, I clearly don't know anything about nature, so that doesn't mean anything to me. You may actually smell like a hunting animal, but I forgot it was a carnivore.
Do bears eat trees?
I know they eat honey, right?
And honey comes from trees, so yeah.
Pure honey diet. Yes, that sounds right.
Right.
Oh, I
Red
have
Master
to do
your bonds.
other bonds. Oh, I thought we were going around and doing one each, but okay.
Well, Jeff only had one.
Throckmorton
so-
has a lot of opinions.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm gonna fill in all three of mine too. I
Yeah, I
have
can.
shown Cinder the power of the arcane arts. Which
What
is
was that?
basically- I have shown Cinder the power of the arcane
This
arts.
just looks like Deneb's, like anti-Deneb stuff. I've seen this. Anti-Deneb
Deneb was
does
never
this
really
kind of
flashy,
nonsense. What? Deneb shot a laser and killed an undead dragon. I don't know what you're talking about. Or not an undead dragon, it's an undead demon.
Why do we need notes on our bonds? I don't understand. I suspect. Who do I? I suspect Sable fears what they do not understand.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna throw a potion at you that might be a healing potion.
It's an itch potion. It makes you itchy.
She just farts in a bottle and tosses it at him.
That's not. No. That's not how you brew a potion,
Cinder.
Tanner.
No matter how many times you do it, it's not magic. And
We'll have to make a bespoke thingy for this
I keep forgetting.
this game as well, so we can keep track of bonds and stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, I've already started on that. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Morton Throck knows the secret to my powers.
It's revolutionary.
You fool,
Road.
how did you let this happen?
Well, another thing about mages is that they have a focus item, an item that they use to channel their powers. And you know what I have that is that.
It's his
All right.
dashing hat, of course. I'm gonna steal that
Nope.
hat. I'm gonna put it on. It
Mhm.
is. I don't care.
Doesn't fit.
What? You have a tiny head. You are soft and weak like jelly, and I will make you hard.
I feel like this is unnecessary. This is extremely unnecessary. Please put me down.
God. Yeah. It's canon. Cinder is large enough to just pick Igel up, or Igel's tiny. I don't know. Could be both.
Igel is like a beanpole.
Cinder is big.
So
Cinder's like 6 foot tall, just like nothing but muscle. She big.
all right, Jeff and Jenner, do you want to stick with just the one bond since everybody else has three, or
I
you
don't
want to
like
add
these.
some?
I worry about the ability of somebody to survive the dungeon. I just don't like any of the way these other bonds are worded. It kind of makes it's kind of forcing a certain character archetype on me that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
right. Yeah,
Write
you know
your
what?
own.
Yeah, if you can come up with some real quick,
Like
then
even then, I don't
not?
even like that Throckmorton is soft, but I'll make him hard. All these bonds are so arrogant, and Cinder, I want her to be kind of laid back and chill, you know. And it's
Alright.
like you know, she doesn't.
You don't have to
she's-
actually put any effort
whoops,
into fulfilling the bonds.
Whoops, murdered a guy, you know.
Alright, I'll add this other one, which is I am troubled by Cinder's behavior. Either they know nothing or they know way too much.
That's an easy one to answer.
It's both. Why not both? All right,
No.
I'm gonna be I've sworn to protect Igel because Igel can't cast his magic to to protect himself for his own sake.
Well, yeah.
So I have sworn to protect Eigel because Eigel is a squishy mage.
Mhm.
Also, Eigel reminds her of her mouse spouse, but not in a way that she would actually act on.
Mhm. All right. If that's all for bonds, then I guess we can get started.
Well, I'll add one more, but I'll let you know what it is when I figure out because I'm gonna have to word my own bond at this point.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so yes, indeed. Basically, you all work a little bit as mercenaries, more so the classic definition, as in, like, you do stuff that might not necessarily be fighting, you get a bit of money. Now, that being said, you all are at least relatively well versed in fighting. It's not very common in the modern era.
How
A
does this
lot of
world-
focuses on medicine and the like, and most places are fairly peaceful and don't have their own militia. Regardless, though, recently you were all uh, basically just called in. Somebody decided to round up a few people to help out with something, but they refused to give you any details until you met them at this here park, this great-looking park.
Are we
Beautiful.
working for the fantasy equivalent of a temp agency?
I guess so. What would even be a temp agency? Some guy just going around a caravan being like, "Hey, got a job. Gotta go herd some cows, my dude. You available?"
You, and you.
It's a very generalized guild.
Guilds have membership dues. I don't think we get a guild. We're not union.
do we walk or do we take a carriage or how do we get to our destination?
We walk because we are strong enough to
I
carry
ride
our own
Snickerdoodle.
selves.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do not have Snickerdoodle.
Damn it.
Oh, Snickerdoodle
I summoned
at this
Soul
point would-
Snickerdoodle.
Excuse me. I don't think that decision's with you, Breadmaster. If I've heard that she has
Okay,
Snickerdoodle,
How old is Snickerdoodle if Cinder is an adult?
it's the second Snickerdoodle. Every llama that Cole owns is named Snickerdoodle.
Carl is terrible at names, huh?
Yes.
No shit.
Eventually, you'll just have a baker's dozen of Snickerdoodles.
Good
13
stuff.
Snickerdoodles all at once. All right, so
No, I don't actually have Snickerdoodle. She walks.
all right, so the lot of you walk into this park. How well would you know each other that you'd even know how to greet each other? You kind of just all come in at once.
I think Egil just sort of nods demurely because he's not very talkative.
Hey, it's you guys! Oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd be working with you guys so soon. Hugs to Sable. Hugs to Throckmorton. Big big
No,
bear
no,
hug.
No,
Big
Cinder,
big bear.
he's
Rah,
not-
erg.
Cinder.
Crush, 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 crush.
Get
Let's.
breathe, Cinder.
I go. Let him go. How about a drink?
Why?
Drinks on me. I brought a keg of the good stuff. Pony keg right here on my hip. We're gonna get
It's
good drunk.
11 in the morning.
It's like 11 a.m.
We have a job. We have a job. We need to go to the job, meet the person, and do the job. You can drink afterwards, Cinder. Although I wish you wouldn't drink so much. You spend so much of your paycheck on drinking. It's unhealthy.
I'm hoping that.
I don't know. I've heard that if you drink a glass of red wine a day, it's pretty good for you.
That's right. I'm the healthiest because of the glass of red wine that I drink every day. This
And
is
if
not
drinking one glass is healthy, 2 glasses must be twice as healthy, right?
exactly. Thank you, Throck. That's how you get muscles like these, Eigel. She flexes. Yeah.
Eigel just sort of pinches the brow of his nose and looks around for the person that they're supposed to meet.
There is a person on the bench over here who is just kind of sheepishly waving at you.
What do they look like?
Uh, they have short brown hair. They're wearing glasses. Kind of a simple outfit. It's clearly very casual. It's a nice day out. Fairly warm. Don't need many too many layers. And they motion over to you, just kind of confused at this entire sight.
Hello. Are you the one we're meeting?
Indeed. My name is Emery Lane, and I have something important. Uh, now, first and foremost, she takes out a few small bags. I can pay you a little bit up front, 100 each, because this is.
That will not be necessary.
What? What?
I'll take his share.
I push him all the way. Nope. Money is good. Money helps me make potions.
All right.
Already marking my character sheet. Igel, don't fuck this up for me.
I don't start with any money. What are you talking about?
This is, I think, a very important mission, but also, unfortunately, a very dangerous one. To the southeast, there's a shore. Legend has it that long ago there was some kind of beast there, one of which had such terrifying power that it itself sealed itself away. And, well, legend also says that it did so in a mirror. Now, the location of that mirror is currently unknown, so I understand that my information's a bit nebulous, but if you search the shore, you might be able to find some sort of clues. Second off, the reason I bring this up is because, well, I found a shard of that mirror. I can't be entirely sure if the mirror itself is intact, and normally I wouldn't ask you to just take the shard so close to the mirror, especially if it risks unleashing this sort of beast, but I have reason to believe I'm being followed. Actually, at the moment, I don't have the mirror piece. I've kept my eye on that trio over there. The bag is hidden beneath a pile of leaves. Nobody's touched it. When we're done with this conversation, please pick it up. I can't risk anybody finding it. You'll know that it is quite the relic in and of itself. I call it a mirror, but it sort of works as a window as well. The way it reflects light is unnatural. Regardless, I have here marked on the map where you need to go. The trail disappears, but it's not too far from this town. Do you have any questions? I know I haven't been the most clear, and I
It's
apologize.
already taking a swig from her pony keg. Cinder is the first to speak and says, "If you get killed by this person who's following you, how do we get the rest of our money?"
Well, I suppose that would be rather difficult, but I
You don't have
suppose
a
I
form?
also I will admit I hadn't thought of the possibility of death. I'd only thought of the possibility of coming back to my house ransacked. So thank you a lot for that thought.
Oh, I don't think a lot
I
about
never-
death either, so it's okay.
Never thought about death. I'm immortal, says this person.
Igel is thinking back to his studies at the tower, and I would like to see if I can recall anything more about what she's talking about.
All right.
And I want to spout lore, pulling from my accumulated knowledge
Oh no, he's gonna do the nerd thing again. As he pulls out his book, she starts making her way over.
about. Igel doesn't own barely anything. He owns like his walking staff, his clothes, and that's about it. He is basically going over it in his mind because he has a really good memory for these kind of thing. Roll with intelligence.
Oh, dragons.
All right. 7's a
So-
partial success. Let me see. Basic moves. Do you know the exact page of that? I have the general
I
page
have
for
it pulled up
moves.
right here.
Okay, good.
On a 799, the GM would tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful. The GM might ask you, how do you know this? Tell them the truth now.
Also, one of my starting moves as a mage is arcane learning. When you spout lore discern realities about something magical or otherwise arcane, oh, that's only on a 10 plus. But on a 10 plus, the GM would tell me something, a little known secret about the subject.
All right, so your general knowledge is that there was some kind of conflict there. The beast itself was magical in origin. It was a fair bit of time ago, though not too far that especially a studious group would have like a lack of knowledge about. It's probably like 2 or maybe 300 years old. So it happened a while back. Uh, I'd say, like, what do you most want to know about this? Like about the beast itself, about the sort of civilization surrounding it?
Yeah, well, the area in general,
All right.
the place we're
So-
going.
There was actually a fairly prominent witch settlement there, and there were some conflicts of some sort. In addition, one of the reasons that there's not much known about the subject is because the village itself was wiped out by tidal wave some time ago.
Oh man,
So
it's title swept. Ah.
I have no. This was the town. It was described in the chronicles of the tourist king. I know you don't read much, but
I read my doujinshi. I don't know what there's words in this.
no idea what word you just said. The fact of the matter is, we're going to
Check out the
someplace
center
where
spread, you nerd. Yeah.
I don't need such material wants, Cinder. I have told you time and time again, stop trying to get me into your little hobbies. Regardless, where we're going may have something to do with a conflict centuries ago. I cannot recall much more than that.
Sounds familiar. Sounds kind of like the adventure my dad had. He'll be so proud. Is it a
Dad
dragon?
was such the hero as you claim him to be. How come none of the records in any library seem to back up your claims?
I'm from a
I
different
have no
world,
idea myself.
dude.
I think you've just been drinking too much, Cinder. You shouldn't listen to Throckmorton. He doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to alcohol.
This isn't red
This
wine
isn't strong
anyway.
stuff at all.
Red wine is for babies.
I must admit, I've been doing my own research into this, and the fact that I found this part of the artifact in the first place is kind of a big thing, but I need to figure out how much more of this relic exists. Of course, I'd really rather not reform the mirror itself if possible, at least not until further research has been done, but I'm hoping that the relic itself uncovers more about the situation. So many people died and so many records were lost back then, though, that it's hard to get a gauge on exactly what's there.
We will
And
find this
that's why
knowledge.
you're hiring us.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We're good at this stuff. We are the best. We
Yeah.
are the best
I'm
mercenaries.
great at knowing things. Very true things that I know.
All right.
I just, I have one final question, and it is it a dragon? Is all of this a dragon's fault? Because let me tell you,
No, it's a mirror. Did you pay attention?
Yeah.
but the thing
Cinder.
inside the mirror, is it a dragon?
I must admit,
Oh wait,
the
second
only
question.
thing I know of the beast is its power, and yes,
Where did you find this original shard?
well, there was a recent dig which I had attended. It was a few miles from here. I
Okay.
don't exactly know how the shard managed to get there. I feel like it was carried, but well, I need to look more into that myself.
Interesting. She keeps nodding, and then like it looks like she's listening, but it's that kind of like half listen. Like you said what she wanted to hear, which is where it was, and then she kind of stopped listening after you continued droning
Yes, yes, I understand completely. Does not understand at all.
on. She's not Goku.
All right, let's go. Let's go find this mirror.
All right,
Put it
let's
back
head.
together.
Let's head to the beach.
Well,
So
first,
are you gonna
we should
get
go
that
pick up the
Shard
thing.
under the leaves.
Oh yeah, we should check under the leaves after they wander off.
All right, yep. They give you a wave and they leave.
I watched them leave and
I'm
see
gonna-
if I'm gonna. Is there a spot check? I'm gonna watch and see if anybody follows them as they leave.
That would be
Anybody
the
who's
certain
not
realities,
us.
Jenner.
Discern realities? Okay, what am I rolling with discern realities? Where the hell is
Close
that?
wisdom.
Oh boy. That's my dump stat. Here we go.
Mhm.
Haha, I
Nope.
failed it. Okay.
Even
I
if
don't
there
see-
was someone following them, you don't know.
I believe that my eyes are so sharp that that nobody would dare follow somebody that I was talking to, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. I didn't see it, so there was nobody. Anyway.
So a pile of leaves.
Yep, you go over to the pile of leaves, you
Throck-
uncover.
Throgmorton looks at the leaves, and go, Emery was smart. It's buried under poison oak leaves. It would be dangerous to touch them, and the leaves are not poison oak leaves at all. They're actually just a bunch of pine needles.
I just sweep them away with my broom. Get out of here.
Aigo's gonna pick it up and examine it closely. I'm going to discern realities.
All right.
Because unlike some people, I'm good at this. Moderately.
Oh wow, you're really good. Okay, what's 10
Yeah.
for discern realities?
And that means I get my arcane learning bonus. So I get, on top of this, I get a secret about it that is magic related.
Ooh, all right.
So
So-
I get to ask
You
three
ask the
questions from a
question.
list. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, it's really difficult to say. You can definitely sense magic in it, but on its own, it doesn't really do much. You can sort of feel the magic held at the edges. It's not one that's really easy to control, even for somebody who's extremely good at magic. But
Was that it?
I think so.
What here is not what it appears to be?
I would say that it almost feels like it's hiding from you, whatever magic. It doesn't have many places to go, but even for someone who's as good at sensing magic as you have a hard time picking up on it.
Who's really in control here?
Well, I mean,
Cinder.
Possibly.
No. Sorry, go on.
you get the feeling that there's a slight pull, and you contemplate the fact that there was even someone here in the first place. It doesn't feel like whatever divine magic is in this could be setting anything up. It's not got a will of its own. It's just a very elusive magic. But at the same time, the fact that you have to carry it with you is almost suspect.
Hmm.
And what about this? What about my arcane? What does my arcane learning tell me about this?
This is a reactive magic. If it finds the right source of other magic, then it will immediately cause some sort of effect, which you could probably figure out fairly easily, means that you don't need any sort of glue or other adhesive to repair this if it really is from this mirror. Whatever it's a shard of, it will probably reform immediately.
Ooh.
Troubling. I suspect we don't really want to find. Well, we do want to find the rest of this mirror, but only to make sure that whatever may be locked inside stays that way. It is. I am considering whether we should actually take this with us or find some other place to leave it.
Ah, don't be a nerd. They're taking it with us.
Yeah, let's just take it with us.
It's safest with us. Leaving it somewhere means insidious forces might get their hands on it. With us, we at least know that we are the insidious forces that have our hands on it.
The only thing insidious here is the poison oak that was covering it.
Yep, definitely poison oak.
I mean, Throck's a druid. He knows his stuff. I didn't want to touch it, that's for sure. I'm really glad that Sable had that broom. Alright, to the beach. So it's time to undertake a journey.
Let me find the journey information. It's not even that
Jeff,
much.
you pulled your character all the way off the map. Oh wait, never mind.
I did
There
not.
we go.
If you look at the core classes PDF I have, the first page is the basic move. I'll be right back.
All right.
Are
Well,
we
it should be
traveling through
this-
hostile territory?
I don't think it's too terribly hostile. It's basically just like there's a path a certain ways. It sort of disappears. Like you'd have to take a turn at a certain spot, and whatever path is there before is gone now. There's a bit of brush to get through, but it's not terrible. So, I think there's enough to say that we should probably assign like a Trailblazer and whatnot. If I could find that section.
Eigel will act
The-
as quartermaster.
The move is on just the second page of the character sheets, where it has the special moves.
All right. Which page is that?
It's page 2 of the character sheets if you have that file.
Well, it's a good thing Jeff left because I don't think I did get that. Probably why I'm so confused about how travel works. I'll just grab that while he's
do you want
gone.
do you want me to read the move in its entirety? Because I'm looking right at it.
You probably should while I grab it,
When
just
you
so we have
travel
it.
through hostile territory, choose one member of the party to act as trailblazer, one to scout ahead, and one to be quartermaster. The same character cannot have two jobs. If you don't have enough party members or choose not to assign a job, treat that job as if it had rolled a 6. Each character with a job to do rolls plus wisdom. On a 10 plus, the quartermaster reduces the number of rations required by 1. On a 10 plus, the trailblazer reduces the amount of time it takes to reach your destination. The GM will say by how much. On a 10 plus, the scout will spot any trouble quick enough to let you get the drop on it. On a 7 to 9, each role performs their job as expected. The normal number of rations are consumed. The journey takes about as long as expected, and no one gets the drop on you, but you don't get the drop on them either.
All right.
I will act as the scout.
I will quartermaster.
I already said I was going to quartermaster.
I will be the other one then.
Trailblazer.
Trailblazer, yes.
All right. I will do the
I got
scout
11.
roll.
Oh wow, you
Hell
trailblazed
yeah.
the hell out of this. It takes no time for you to do that.
Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Good
Okay.
So we get there fast, but
Your character is just pulling us along, excited for adventure. Cinder's right there with you, like hyped for this shit with this giant axe that she has. Just-
Okay, so
We're just dragging
So I
everybody
don't know who's
along.
keeping track of rations, but my character doesn't eat rations, so
all right.
this will be however many people. I guess it'll be 4 rations then.
Yep, 4 rations.
Well, we each have our own set of rations.
Yeah, it's 3 plus 1, and I don't eat.
I'll mark off 2. I don't care.
All right.
And I screw up scouting.
So if we are going to get ambushed, it happens.
All right.
You don't
Okay.
have to. But
Yeah, you know what? I have
You
nothing
could just, like,
prepared.
do damage to me as the punishment for this failure. Like, I turn into a squirrel and get attacked by a hawk or something.
You just get carried off.
keep grabbing poison ivy, despite all of us saying that is poison ivy, Rock. You should not touch.
I think I know what poison ivy is.
You obviously don't.
All right. Yeah, I didn't think of any encounters for this part, so I'm going to say mark off sick because during the journey it starts to get foggy, and at one point you just grab some brush to move it out of the way. It's very much in your way, so you're just really trying to tear it out of the way, and it is absolutely poison ivy.
Good.
Your face is all puffy and swollen.
This just happens. It's a reaction to the fog.
Why are none of us doing it then?
I'll
It's an
brew you up
allergic
some-
reaction.
I'll brew you up
allergic
some
to fog.
ointment later. Well, what happens to Eisen there?
Igel?
I go.
I think we'll just screwed up the quartermaster rule, so we ate more than we had to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either that or he tripped and dropped a bunch of food.
I think that was more on Cinder. If anyone was going to trip and drop all of our food.
What? I didn't
Okay,
fuck up.
so-
I didn't fuck up a roll, so I don't know why you're blaming it on me.
Who has been stress eating then? Because this isn't the longest journey, and you did it fast.
It's Eigel. Eigel's been stress eating. Are you kidding me? You're surrounded by these morons.
Listen, I've been
Igel
nothing
doesn't
but
stress
competent
eat.
so far.
He meditates.
Right.
So
All
I will
right.
Well, the food's gotta go somewhere.
Crows attack us and take some of the food. Cloak and Cinder keeps checking Eigel's cloak because she's heard about cloaks. They're the most dangerous creatures in the known.
Cinder, please stop touching my clothes.
Okay,
All right.
It's a real cloak then. You gotta be careful with these things, man. Just telling you.
The only cloak I own. Please stop pulling at it.
So you arrive at the shore, and you notice just from the fog before, but it gets really thick, especially over the ocean water. It's almost impossible to see where you are on the shore, but there is a concentration around any part with water. So basically, a little bit of investigation. This is basically all that's available to you. This northern section basically has a whole lot of house remains. You could probably guess that this is like the main part of the village.
Eigel's going to take a close look at everything around and discern realities. Wait, is that wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Perception is always better.
Hey, I got
Ah,
one.
7 to 9, so partial success.
So you only get one question.
What happened here recently?
Recently, not much. There's not a lot of activity here. There is an unsettling air about this place, but it's pretty clear that no human's been in this area at any point recently.
So, what about elves and dwarves and so on?
Any humanoid activity.
No activity
Alright.
like within the past few days, or no activity within like the past few centuries.
It's probably been quite a few years. I'm sure there have been maybe a few people here and there, but definitely nobody within a long amount of time. Like, you can't imagine this is a hotspot for tourism. You just probably get a bunch of dumb teenagers that come through and think it's cool that this is haunted. What happened to them? Who knows?
Speaking of dumb
Teenagers
teenagers
are-
coming out here because this is haunted, Cinder's gonna wade out into the water and just feel how cold it is, and if
Cinder,
there
do
are
you know how to swim?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Try me, fucker.
Okay,
Don't
I
get too
just-
far from the shore because you won't be able to see through the fog.
I'm only
Also,
gonna
I'm
wait out.
wondering why you swim in your scale armor.
It's fine. She's just gonna wade into like shin deep and look for hermit crabs and ignore all this nerd stuff.
The water is suddenly a little less still.
Uh-oh.
You were only shin deep, so you can't really sense too much, but you feel like something, you may have caught something's attention.
Awesome.
Is it giving us the Innsmouth look?
You don't know. You can't see whatever it is.
We'll finish.
It is deep in
sorry.
the fog.
Finish Eigel's roll, or did you finish Eigel's roll?
Yeah, that was it for me.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna do magic. I'm gonna do some magic.
Alright.
Cinder like gets really excited and starts reaching for her axe. You can tell like something's up. She's like ready.
I'm just getting rid of the fog, Cinder. There's no target for you to cut in half like you always do.
D, 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 D.
So
D.
I am going to cast a spell to disperse this fog and get it out of the way. Roll plus intelligence.
Ooh. Oh no.
Nope.
So on a
Now
failure,
there's more fog.
something's gone horribly wrong. Your spell may have worked, but you will regret casting it. I think. Oh man.
Well,
I think. I don't think the spell works. I just completely drained myself trying to cast it and getting nowhere.
Fog
one of
everywhere
the
now.
options I have for failing a spell is taking a -1 on going to int until I can rest.
shit. We're doing well today. All right. Cinder is not scared of nothing, so she is not leaving the water. In fact, she's stomping her feet, hooting and hollering, kicking up waves. Generally being a no good neither do well out here in the surf. Throck, there's something out here.
You hear an ominous theme.
Oh no.
Da, 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 da.
We have rhythm.
Well, the song isn't correct.
Well,
It's more upbeat than what I'm going for.
What do you think
I
it
am going
is?
to
You
go-
know about the surf.
So-
Spout some lore about this thing, Throck.
Well, first, you should defy some danger.
Okay. Defy danger is how do I roll versus how I
Yeah.
defy the danger. So I'm going to
Well-
try and dexterously dodge it. Hold on a minute. We'll see how this goes. Yay!
Yay! All right. So, what do you get on a partial?
On a partial success, I have
You
to scroll
stumble,
up.
hesitate. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Ooh. Let's see.
Wow, that's a partial success. Is that dire? Okay.
All right. Worst outcome, well, obviously the worst outcome is you're going to be attacked by whatever it is you're trying to get the attention of. Hard bargain or ugly choice. I can't really think of an ugly choice.
She drops her axe.
Unless you want to be a jerk and just like try to get somebody else attacked.
I mean,
But I don't think you'd do that.
she doesn't like it. I don't have a crush on any of these characters yet, so she
Well,
doesn't.
But you're not enough of a jerk to just like stand in front of somebody and then leave the moment
I mean,
something
the
leaps
the
at you.
hardest choice is
She
that
can still do that accidentally.
it would attack Throck instead because I've called Throck over. Like that's the savage choice, but I'm not gonna pick that option anyway because I want it to attack me. So
All right.
I take the blow. I'm here. Come bite me and get a taste of cinder.
Well, on the bright side, this isn't horrible.
Oof.
That's 2 damage, but I'm pretty sure your armor soaks that,
Yep,
doesn't it?
armor soaks
All
it.
right.
Tink.
Unless that attack has the piercing tag.
Nope, it doesn't because this is the monster here.
This is the
Ah,
Your
Fuck,
first
what is
thought
it?
is
It's a
Your first
card.
thought
Oh
is-
god, we're fucked.
wait, that's Streetlight Manifesto, and then a fish jumps out at you, and it's quite large, but like as it tries to bite down, you raise your arm, and you're well armored, so it kind of just attempts to gnarl you, and then gets thrown off, and then retreats back into the fog.
All right, I'm going after it.
Wait,
Hold
Throck,
on.
wait. Tell me
Throck.
what kind of fish it is.
Frog, it is a fish. It's a fish. We stay out of the water. We don't deal with it.
Oh yeah, that is how fish work. I mean, I knew that.
Come on,
I
Throck.
just wanted to take it out of the way because it's dangerous, you know, to just have it running
Well,
around.
It's only dangerous to idiots who play around in the water.
Hey,
Come on.
No need to be rude, God.
gosh.
Well, on the
Have a
bright
headache.
side, you now know the danger of attempting to enter the waters without knowing where you're swimming. That you'd have to make several swim checks, and I don't think anyone wants to do that.
Oh hell no. Not in this
Huh.
armor.
Gotta roll your d20s, and you gotta match a 15, because it's a really tough. Okay, whatever. I'm done with this joke already. So, water's dangerous. You know that much.
Oh god, Cinder knows that for sure. Do you know Auntie Alice once got almost pulled to her death, but Auntie Deneb saved her?
It's only the 5th time you've told that story, Cinder.
Hmm. So I guess we're just leaving the fish alone then.
Cinder
Well, I
wants to
mean-
murder. Cinder wants to murder that fish and eat it. But she wants to know
We
what kind.
have
Is
plenty
it
of-
edible?
I mean, probably.
No. She's
If it's a
asking
man
Throck.
eater,
She's,
I would-
we got a druid right here. Who will tell us?
No, fish are actually made. That kind of fish is actually made out of rubber.
Amazing.
Kind of
Rubber
stare
fish
at
kid. Oh,
Throck.
wow.
I just give Throck a look like, God.
Well, the flesh is
Why-
made out of rubber. The organs are still organs.
Mhm.
This
I
is
might
why
be-
you should only trust accredited magic at universities and academies.
that's nerd shit. I just feel it.
Yeah, I understand how you feel your magic.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't, and I don't really wish to.
All right, so pull out that shard. Maybe it does like a blippy like thing to find it.
Oh yeah,
this is
is
a
the
lot like
shard react?
It is not.
Let's comb the beach.
It does give off an odd reflection, but that's just probably due to the way it's reflecting the fog.
It doesn't look like it looks a little bit like the one that I came through, right? But it's just a shard of the one I came through.
You came through a
Huh?
mirror. Mirrors
I'm
are
at-
reflective. They just look like whatever's in front of them, Cinder. Do you not understand how mirrors work?
Well, I mean, it was mentioned that this one is quite odd.
Right.
It does.
But we
you
don't
can
know
see-
in what way. Instead of combing the beach, we should probably investigate the ruins of the town.
Okay.
I want to do that. I want to look at the houses and stuff.
All right, so you go into a house. What's everyone else want to do? Are you also going to investigate some houses?
I'm going to assist Igel in investigating the houses. I'm going to try and roll plus bond. We're going to see. I've sworn to protect Igel, so I'm going to stick by Igel and help him. So he should get a plus to his roll if I do this correctly. So it should be 2d6 plus 1, I believe.
You roll plus bond, yes.
And our bond is 1. So
And when you succeed, you
There
get
we
to choose
go.
between giving me a +1 or a -2.
I'm going to give you a plus 1.
Good. And I will take a +1 to discern realities about this place.
All right. You probably won't get too much discern realities about the place itself, but let's see. You'd get more information for investigating a house, of course, but let's see. Where is the list of discern realities?
Oh, nice. That +1
And
totally
what did
helped.
you get? Oh, wow. Holy crap.
I rolled
Okay.
perfectly.
Okay.
So I get 3 questions and a secret arcane lore knowledge about it.
Yep.
Let me look at those list questions again. What should I be on the lookout for?
Hmm. Well, now you know that while nothing sentient has really been through here, there may be various dangers here and there. Well, maybe not dangers, because, like, the thing is, whatever here is living here probably isn't the most active hunter. Like, especially if it's not a fish, you probably don't have to be worried about anything that's really going to be tracking anyone down for food, that sort of thing. So, pretty much, you just have to look out for things that live here.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, there's not a lot outside, but you could probably scour some of the houses for whatever might be left over. A lot of it is probably old and waterlogged, but as long as the passage of time hasn't done anything horrible to it, then it should be fine.
And what is about to happen?
You do feel as though there are things watching you that aren't the fish, though. Certainly that fish from earlier is eyeing you, but you can't exactly tell what. It doesn't have a physical presence, it seems.
It doesn't have a physical presence, but does it have a magical presence?
Yes.
What does my arcane lore tell me about that?
Ghosts.
No, ghosts.
You say that out loud?
I mean, yes.
I've always wanted to punch a ghost. Oh my god.
The dead have a very distinct magic, and you can't actually tell, like, ghosts from zombies. Like, zombies are very distinct as well.
Are these
also
Whereas here, it's
stink,
spiritual.
'cause
Are
they
these the
smell
kind
it.
of ghosts that are very angry if you disturb them, or are they just sort of moaning and doing ghost banal things?
It's probably banal. You haven't even really heard any moaning either, and if it was some sort of vengeful spirit, you probably would have noticed what with all the fuss you kicked up over outside of the village with that fish.
You don't get to punch a ghost today, Cinder. The spirits that inhabit this place are most likely the residents that were here when the tidal wave hit. They seem quite docile, and it would be best if we let them rest in peace while we go about our business here. What was that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
If you have something to say, speak it out and speak it out loud.
No, I'm all right. Let's. I'm helping. She's like lifting up heavy objects so that you can look under them with like one hand. And just like it's
I
not.
very much doubt
It ain't
that
even nothing.
You're not going to find much underneath the rocks in there.
So I have an idea. I can talk to animals. Would the fish know anything?
I mean, you could also always try asking.
Throck, why are you going back? Why are you going back to the Throck?
I just have a question. I'm just gonna ask you a question. Fish, come out here.
Fuck you!
Well,
What did it say, Throck?
fuck you.
Well,
That's what it said.
Why do you get to reserve the right to be so angry? I called my buddies over to eat for a little bit, but then you just pull yourself out of the water and then you leave. Rude.
what's it saying?
It says we're rude for not dying.
Well, tell it that we have business here, and we don't. Dying would be in the way of that.
Ooh, do
We
they
got
want?
things we need to do. We can't die yet.
Do they want to
Okay,
fight?
can I
I'll
pen
fight
you in
them.
for later?
I'll fight them if
I
they
mean,
want to fight.
maybe.
If they want to fight.
I get the feeling this is not going to go anywhere, actually.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think you have enough leverage to get anything from this fish.
Sable, Sable,
Yeah, I don't
Sable.
think the fish
Sable.
does anything. I can't threaten it yet,
Sable.
so...
Do you have any ideas on how we can find this?
No.
What do you
What?
what do you know about
I'm gonna-
this area?
Oh, well, okay. I will spout lore about the storied history of this.
This used to be a
settlement.
witch town, right? So maybe you know a little bit about its old history.
Actually, do I want to do that? Let's see. I don't need. I mean, I could just sweep a lot till I find something under the sand with this broom.
That's gonna take.
That's
a while,
gonna
'cause
take forever.
We just have a lot of sand.
I was hoping
Hmm.
that it would act like like Dad's compass, the shard that you have, and it would point us towards where we need to go.
It's a piece of a mirror, Cinder. It's
Oh,
not,
give me. Yeah, I have an idea. Give me that mirror.
Cool.
okay.
Okay, I would like to use my special move to brew some potion.
Why are you dipping it in the pot? Why are you putting the mirror in the pot?
Okay, so there's no roll for this, but when I have some downtime, I can brew a potion and describe what it does. I want to make a potion for finding a thing similar to the thing that's in the potion.
Why are you
Much
putting
like
marijuana in the pot?
Potion effects are always possible. The GM will give you one of the 4 following conditions. Either supplies are short, only get 1 instead of 3 doses. The potion effect is delayed. The potion effect fade quickly, or it has strange and unwanted side effects, or it is volatile, or it smells and tastes horrible.
I'm gonna go with the first one. You don't get much use of it,
Okay.
but it should tell you all you need to know.
All right. Who wants to drink it?
I guess I'm up.
I throw the potion at you.
Ah! I almost fall backwards back into the ocean and the fish pokes his head up.
Sable,
Then I leap forward.
what did you do that for?
That's how you take it.
It's how she always does it.
God, it's just gonna be forever.
Like brushing the glass dust off of my face.
Well,
So how exactly does it work? Can I just see the
Potion for finding things.
do I just start beeping like a metal detector?
Yes.
You don't feel much pain from the shards of glass because you have got a splitting migraine the moment you look up at the sky. There is a great power coming from somewhere up there.
Stop
Oh.
staring at the sun, Throck. It's,
I can't stare at the sun, the fog's in the way. Also, I don't want to stare at the sky, it hurts.
that's the sun, Throck. I've told you this before. You're not
No,
supposed to stare. You're not photosynthetic, okay? You can't eat the sun. like-
first of all, you're not my dad. Second of all, this isn't a pain in my eyes, it's a pain in my head.
Please, I think that Throck looks very verdant today.
Alright, gigantic
That's
power
only
in the
after you put the
sky.
ointment on him.
What does he see on the ground?
Is there anything on this beach, though?
Nothing similar to the power of the shard.
But power
Okay.
similar.
Where is that, Throck? You should know what way it is, just instinctually.
Do you want to turn into a bird and search
Guess I
up
just
there?
point up.
Turn
Throck,
into a
that's the
bird.
sun.
To be a bird. Do a bird. Do a
I go, I
bird.
swear to God, if you mention the sun one more time.
I'm just telling you.
Throck.
It's
Throck.
we're
But
looking
yeah, I'm
for-
gonna follow my my migraine upwards.
Be a bird. What bird?
Form of a hawk.
Okay, cool bird. A plus bird.
It's actually a
that-
sparrow. You just call it a hawk.
Form of a tiny hawk, and I turn into a sparrow. On an 8, I hold 2. So the way my shapeshifting works, I take on the form of a sparrow, I guess. I can fly without having to do any roll or anything like that. I also have extra moves I can use my hold on. The GM decides what those are.
All right.
My character sheet suggests for flying creatures escape to the air and pull an enemy aloft, but I'm a sparrow.
You should have been a swallow. You can at least carry coconuts. This is
I'm going to
amazing.
say escape to the air be one, and something a small bird can do for the other.
I guess you could. You peck real well. You could crack open a peanut because that's a really good beak you have there.
Okay, then I'm going
If
to
you could
fly.
ever recognize what a peanut is.
Yeah, you said peanut. I heard walnut. Other thing, all of my animals have some similar identifying mark. I just want to turn into like really round animals.
Okay, yep.
It's just a very chufty sparrow.
A borb.
Yes.
So.
And then I fly off into the air following my migraine.
All right. You get lost in the fog very easily. It's a thick fog. And, well, you think, well, I know what's up. And for once, you are correct. Even Throckmorton knows what up is, but you wind up back at the entrance of the beach after you breach some fog.
Throck, I thought you were going to find whatever was above you.
I go shut up. I'm trying.
Well, try harder.
Maybe if somebody had dispersed the fog like they were supposed to, we wouldn't be having this problem.
Throck is going to learn nothing.
Maybe
Throck is going
somebody
to
was...
learn nothing and go back flying upwards and then pop up at the entrance of the beach again.
You want to try it a third time?
Oh,
Yep.
Hold on, Throck.
Okay.
Wait.
Third time.
Throck, wait. Damn it.
You go like a butterfly net.
If you try a third time, this time you don't wind up back at the entrance of the beach. You find yourself in one of the houses and you smash straight into a cabinet.
Ah,
What was
So everyone else just hears a crash in one of the houses.
What was that?
this fox is bullshit.
Oh. How did you get... Oh...
I went flying upwards. The next thing I know, I'm in a cabinet.
All right, I'm gonna try to fly up there.
Throck, could you come and speak to the fish for a second? I think I know what to ask them.
You need to get leverage over the fish to get it to do something. You gotta catch it first.
No,
If only I turned into a larger bird.
I don't think I need leverage to ask this question.
All
Will you
right.
translate for me?
Yeah, fine.
You're probably going to have to roll a parlay.
That's
No,
only...
parlay requires leverage,
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
shoot.
asking a question.
Shit.
and they don't have to answer.
Yeah. I want to ask...
I'm going to pretend to be someone else, because they're mad at a human and I'm a bird.
Well, they probably have very short memories anyway.
Wow, fish racism. Maybe they're brilliant fish.
Alright, I call out to the fish.
You again. What do you want?
Just a question. How
Tell
far
me the
out can you...
question.
How far out can they swim from the beach?
How
Now-
far out can you swim from the beach?
I don't know. I usually patrol this area. It gets real foggy out in the waters out there, so I don't really bother.
How far down can you go?
I mean, it's fairly deep, but I can reach the bottom.
Also, real quick, do you know any units of measurement?
No!
I go this far as a
fuck is a
fatal flaw.
measurement?
One more question. Have you ever seen any other stretch of beach except this one?
I mean, there's the beach to the south, but I mean, like,
Does it look like this one?
no, there's some jackass there who's just shouting constantly.
Dad?
There's a big sand castle, but like, ugh, I don't bother.
Taraka, I believe that we're trapped here.
Alright,
Oh.
so you were...
Well, I will
Sable...
say one thing,
Mhm.
Throck. You did notice the first time you were thrown through the fog, you were directed back at the entrance, and it looked like the exit to the beach was clear.
All right. So we might not be trapped. We might just not be able to move forward.
Sables should fly up and discern realities. That's what I say.
Yeah, okay. I'll fly. I'm gonna fly up to the source of the magic. That is my destination.
You didn't take the potion.
He pointed at it.
He pointed up.
I land on her
Well-
shoulder and guide her through the fog, or try to at least.
You
Meanwhile, me
can
and
roll
Cinder are
plus
going to go
fun.
see what this healing.
So, you do fly pretty well.
Well, I choose two. I'm gonna say my landing is better described as a crash, and a threat is waiting for me when I arrive.
the ground.
All right, so yeah, so you wanted to come up here so you could discern realities, right?
Yes.
All right, so do that.
Okay. That's wisdom. Oh, jeez. I should probably have said that before. Can I get that after? Yes, I can use my bag of books to add +1 to any roll.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
grab a book that has a magnifying glass in the cover and look through it.
You see paper.
All right, what's your one question?
Oh, gee. What should I be on the lookout for?
Well, I mean, other than your imminent crash, whatever the source of this mist is, it's not the source of power that Throckmorton sensed. Whatever it is different, and it seems sentient.
And then you hit the sand.
Oh, you fall through a house, actually, because a danger's waiting for you when you fall down. So you both fall through a roof.
Whoa.
Well, I suppose Throckmorton could, fly because still a bird.
Okay, yeah.
I fall through a
You'll be
roof.
fine.
Yeah,
He
you forget that you
It
forgets-
can fly.
sucks. It sucks that birds can't fly when they're scared.
Yes. Birds cannot fly if they're too frightened.
Yeah, like, you know how you scare pigeons and they just waddle away? Yeah.
None of these bird
Yeah.
facts carry over into the fellowship game. I want to make that clearly stated that these bird facts do not carry over to the fellowship game.
Well, none of these
We're
bird
getting-
facts are right, so that's not gonna matter.
They're all false.
Alright, so what's the danger?
Knives.
I'm gonna. Well, I mean, close. The house you wind up in is fairly ominous. On the table in front of you, there is a. Like 200 to 300 years would do a lot to a corpse, but there is clearly the remains of a witch on the table with a sword through probably the ribs. If there's still a skeleton there, then you could probably still make out the ribs, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Cinder, did I not tell them not to disturb the spirits of this place? I said that, right?
Yes, we lost Leica.
I'm fine. There you
Okay.
have it.
Okay. Alright, we're good.
We should go see if they're all right.
Okay.
And don't break any more of the buildings here. The dead need their rest more than ever.
I mean, they're dead. They don't get tired.
Yes, but they don't need. They get annoyed. So I'm gonna go and find the house that they fell in and see what's up.
I found a body.
Oh, sweet.
A body has been discovered.
Is there a door in the way?
It's
You know what? I know what you want to do, so yes, there's a door.
it's rock.
It's fairly weak, but like, go ahead and do your thing.
Egel is about to just nudge it open. Go ahead. Do the one thing you want to do.
Oh my god, that door is destroyed. You lift that door and you crush it against your head like a person would crush a soda can against their head. Just the entire fucking door.
I must ask, Jenny, what one don't you pick?
Nothing about you is damaged.
No, I think it's the last one.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can fix the thing again without a lot of effort.
So that's the thing you don't choose?
Yeah, that's the thing we don't choose. We cannot fix the store again without a lot of effort because it's
I mean,
destroyed.
that door barely functioned as a door as it was. It's toothpicks now.
I just said.
What I want to say is like what she does is she's just so strong. She just reaches out, just pulls the door right off the
Sable, are you and Throck all right?
Oh yeah, bird bones are very tough, so I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sable, are you
Sable,
okay?
are you okay? Oh god, she's dead. She's not responding.
I know CPR.
I started doing it with the bird wings.
I'm okay. Ah, skeleton!
Indeed.
Ooh, how? I know. I'm gonna spout lore about swords. I'm gonna do it actually. Because what? I mean, how old does this sword look? What kind of sword is it? I've been in this world for a while. Can I tell who forged the sword or whatever? We're gonna see.
You have to roll first.
I'm just telling you what I'm trying to do. Here we go. All right. Hey. On a 7 to 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it
It's
useful.
a sword.
So what I'm looking for is basically that kind of stuff. Like, can I tell where this is from? Something like that. But it's up to you what interesting thing you tell me.
All right. Well, you wouldn't really know anything about a sword's history from this world. You do, however, well, you are rather very aware of just general craftsmanship of blades.
Right.
This is beyond just a good blade. You can't really think of what could possibly break this.
Ooh.
Don't. Cinder. Cinder.
Ooh.
I have told you twice now. Cinder,
I'm listening.
don't touch it.
I touched the sword.
God damn it.
Defy danger.
I'm going to defy danger. I will use wisdom to defy it through mental fortitude because I assume it's going to try to curse me.
Well, go ahead.
I got 7.
Hard bargain, ugly choice.
All right. Well,
Well, you also need to kind of describe what the calamity befalling me is, so I kind of know what.
Okay, well, you touch the swords. It kind of blinks open, like there's just a sudden red glow from the hilt, and that sword actually emerges and floats on its own, and it takes a swipe at you.
Okay.
Now,
How's
you were
that
expecting a curse,
stable?
so you were bracing yourself to a certain extent magically. There is a certain amount of time you have to sort of maybe turn how you were using your magic. Like, you were expecting something, magical in nature. This is definitely physical. You could defend yourself, but it would cause a little bit of collateral.
Oh, is this a spell that is activating?
Of
It might be a
sorts, yes.
ghost.
I would
It
say
might
it's
be a-
magical in nature.
It might be a ghost wielding the sword. Maybe these
Alright,
aren't
well,
peaceful ghosts.
Then I say I do avoid damage. So,
Okay.
how about let's make this better? How about I have the sword in my hand and it is moving on its own without any input from me, and I cannot let go of it.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Would you consider this a magical spell being cast?
I suppose it would have to be some sort of magic, yeah.
Because that's the only way this move can work. Because I picked Counterspell as the mage. When you counter a magical spell as it is cast, roll plus int.
Let's see if you actually counter it.
Does my focus?
It's your cloak. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so on a 10 plus, choose 2. So, the spell's effects are superficial and temporary, and the spell deals no damage.
All right. So I'm going to say that, well, the sword itself is powered by magic, therefore the whole no damage thing means that it tries to cut into Sable, but you cast your counter spell. The sword shrieks and kind of just attempts to float away, but your counter spell is basically putting it back to sleep. It's kind of just seizuring its way out the door, and it drops into the water.
All right.
Ooh.
Once again, don't touch things
Ah,
that
you're so
might be haunted.
You're so boring.
You were you were almost killed.
I was not damaged in the slightest.
Yeah, lucky you. Jeez.
We should go south.
Wait. That was in universe.
Yeah.
It was. The thing that Egel does the most so far, sigh heavily. The fish said that there was someone to the south on the beach. We should go see if that has any merit, or if it was just fish being fish.
Well, does this person know anything about it? I say, pointing to the ghost.
Hey, elephant in the room here, my dude.
I wasn't looking at it.
Oh, finally.
So,
Hello.
you people have been noisy.
I apologize for my compatriot spirit. We did not mean to disturb your rest.
Oh, no, it's all right. Like, I got very little
Cinder,
to
do
do
not
around
punch
here.
the ghost.
Like, I don't have that many people around here to hang out with. Almost everyone else left for groceries, and they've been taking their merry time getting back.
They said they were going out for a pack of cigarettes, and they haven't come back, haven't they?
It wasn't cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it gets boring around here, all right? But I don't really know anywhere else around the world, so, like, I don't bother, honestly.
What is this place? We've never been given a name for this location.
Yes, it's, Mosty Village. That's named after me. Mosty, how's it going?
Oh, were you the mayor?
Hello, Mosty.
Yes.
Ghosty.
Definitely the mayor. Yes, yes.
Where's your mayor sash?
Well, it's
Ghosts don't
physical
need
and,
clothes, you idiot.
Uh,
I don't want to be a naked ghost when I die.
I mean, you could probably wear clothes. I got the whole weird spirity thing going on. I've seen some ghosts that, like, wear clothing or armor or something.
Well,
And how long have you been here, Mosty?
Oh, God, it's been a long time. I don't even say remember dying, honest. I don't even know if this is my house anymore. I mean, if it was, I was probably stabbed to death, considering, a corpse over here. But, God, it's been such a non-issue for so long.
Were you sealed by the sword in the thing, and us removing the sword allowed you to escape and speak to us?
Oh no, I've just been kind of around town a little bit, but then I heard the ruckus coming from here. I've never seen that sword do that before, though. Yeesh.
Has there been anyone else before us around here?
Living?
Yes. Or
No.
Okay.
Oh well, I mean, there's the ghost pirate to the south, but that guy's a jackass.
Does he scream a lot?
Only if you go near his sandcastle, so we don't.
Does he
Burn
by
down the
chance have
sandcastle.
anything shiny?
Shiny?
Like reflective?
Not that I know of.
Talking about this,
But-
I showed the ghost the mirror shard.
Ooh, that's a fancy little thing there. Well, what's this supposed to be?
A piece of a mirror. We're looking to find the rest of it.
It's more like just a piece of, window glass or something, but rest of it.
Although the client did say that it could be a window as well.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You say
Well,
there-
the ghost says there's a pirate king to the south. The fish said that somebody to the south was making this fog. So I said we gotta go
Oh.
south and kill us a pirate king.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think that guy is making the fog, but is the fog a problem for you?
Yeah,
Oh,
No.
well.
that's why we crashed through the house.
You crashed through the house. Actually, Sable crashed through the house. Throckmorton,
Well,
why don't you tell us which way is south?
He points east and goes that way.
he runs into a wall. Well,
So this
It's a
fog,
very easy test. Remember the mnemonic? Never.
I'm gonna let the ghost talk. Ghost, before you keep trying to say it before you're rudely interrupted by my companion twice now.
Well, I've got a bit of a temporary solution, and would at least make it so you could find your way around here easily enough, but, we might have some kind of treasure around here. And it might help
Okay.
you with the fog. But of course, it's a kind of a you scratch my back, I scratch yours situation, because I'll be honest, we're all real bored, so, like, if you could just play with us for a bit, that'd be great.
I've got this.
Define-
I will
define-
entertain them. You guys go talk to the pirate, and if you need to
Hey,
kill the
hey,
pirate,
hey. You've all got to entertain us, because, come on.
all right.
like-
Check this out. You ready for this? She pulls up a piece of driftwood. Check this
Cinder?
out. Are you ready?
Cinder?
Are you ready?
Cinder?
Here we go.
Cinder?
She throws it up into the air. She pulls out her axe, right through it.
Mosty claps.
No, see, what do you mean by a bit?
Well, we've got to play a quick game. Like, I mean, that was fancy and all, but, like, I've been here hundreds of years, I think. I mean, like, it's definitely not been only a couple of hours.
I've
I'm
got-
impatient, but, ugh.
I've got some
It's been a while.
I've got some D6 here. We could roll up some characters, and we could play a tabletop
Cinder,
game.
no one wants
with
to play your fantasy imaginary games. They're all made up and are boring.
All right,
How
I'll
dare you?
go get everyone real quick, and we can go set up over by the beach. All right?
You never told us what game
Sure.
we're playing.
Oh, volleyball.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh no.
I transform out of my bird form.
But you could have bent the ball.
He is kind of round. But
I don't weigh enough to beat a ball.
why is that? Does that ghost have a watermelon on its head?
That's one of those hats, little straw hats.
It's just green.
No, banned.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're just ghosts. Why are you so freaked out, Sable?
All right. So, gonna follow the ghost down to the beach?
Yep.
hmm
I of course get into
I
stretching
am ready for
position.
this.
You hear a sigh from God as my time at work thinking of how to use volleyball rules in this game were not wasted.
A sigh of relief.
Get out of here! Get out of
Not
here, Sable.
disappointment.
I wanna be in the striker. I got this. I got this. Thank you, Sable. I got this.
Okay, so first things first, gotta flip a coin to figure out who serves first. So we'll flip. You call heads or tails.
Evens.
That's weird how you somehow knew about game mechanics, but all right.
Oh, they serve first. We're gonna get served.
All right. So, let's see. I'm going to say for this game, generally, you can use 2d6 plus strength or dex. I did not balance anything so that like strength has certain effects or dex has certain effects. So just use whatever your better stat is. All right. First to 3 points wins.
Okay,
All right,
so they serve. What does that look like?
Why are we?
All
doing
right. Well, we'll see. To be fair, this could end in me getting 3 6 minuses in a row.
No, remember, you don't roll, so you should make us like defy danger or something to defend against that.
Yeah, you never roll as the GM in Dungeon World games.
All right. Well, they do get the initial serve. Why do I keep opening the book? My dumb rules aren't in there. All right. So I'm going to say you start with a bump basically. If you bump it over, then well, you can either go to a set then a spike, and those are basically just hey, these are better than just bumping it over normally. So obviously, no one can move for the same, or like nobody can go twice in a row, of course. So choose who bumps, and then roll plus strength or dex.
I'm gonna bump. I'm gonna roll plus bond to help my friend spike it over.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna bump it to Jenner.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Fuck. No, you're
Oh
not.
fuck. I'm still gonna try and spike it over.
You can't
cannot
spike,
str-
but you can try to bump again at a -1.
Okay, so that's an 11 to bump. I dive and bump it. To Igel. Come on, Igel, spike it.
Right. Well, you
Be
could always
strong like
spike.
me, Igel.
You could always set first because set is actually really good because you can basically just say, okay, I'm just gonna go through rules. Set. Obviously, if you fuck up, you have to bump, and that's a -1 again. You can get +1 forward to the spike, and if you get a 10, you get the +1 forward, and you can choose one of the following. Spike cannot fail. Since I'm not rolling, I did not balance it correctly for that. Basically, they're just at a disadvantage for counters.
Okay, I want to. I'm going to set it for Igel. So I'm gonna pop it up so that Igel can rush forward and spike it. And
Alright.
the spike cannot fail. And so no matter what Igel rolls, good. A partial success.
All right, so spike 7 to 9. Basically, I have a chance to sort of I'm going to call it counter damage, but basically, if I don't pass a 7, then nothing happens. They miss. And yes, since you didn't get to 10, that means that's all there is. So, yeah. I'm going to say that goes over. Unless this attack fails, which it probably will. Oh my god,
no.
are you kidding
Nope,
me?
these ghosts are swole.
They
Why
managed to
did you
save
roll
it.
in Dungeon World?
Well, they roll jam rolls for damage, and we're treating this as a damage roll.
11
2d6.
damage would kill most of us.
Nah, I would do like half damage to most of us.
It's
You're
not
the
actual
fighter.
damage
You are
because
not
this is
most of us.
volleyball.
I mean, we don't even have to win. We just have to play a game with them.
That's true. But Cinder plays to win. All right, so they pop it back over. I just act. So now Sable has acted. Igel has acted. Throck, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna
try.
jump and try and spike it back down before it gets too far over the net.
All right, yep. You just don't get the +1 that from this set, so go for it.
Oh,
Dang!
dang.
You got a 10, so oh geez.
My arm
Okay.
temporarily turns into a bear arm as I spike it towards the
So
ground.
yeah. You're gonna get the pull. So basically, you can either say no chance for contest. You can actually no. Yeah, you just get the spike.
Just
All
slamming
right,
it around.
1 point. Woo! High five.
Ah, eat it, ghosts.
That was powerful, Throck. You doing
I very
that?
pointedly say, "All right, everyone, look alive out there."
All right, so who wants to serve?
I want to serve.
All right.
And by serve, I mean cast a spell through this volleyball. All right, I'm going to pick 2 tags. I'm going to pick reach and forceful.
Woo!
Fuck.
So it hits someone in the back of the head.
Ouch! Ow, my head.
Unless you want to add to that somehow, yeah,
I absolutely cannot.
it's now 1-1.
No. Okay.
Wait, describe how the ball lands back on our side. Do you like go to serve and miss completely? It just lands on their side.
Well, like if you hit the net, isn't that?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't you get
netting
a-
it.
How
Netting it.
about this? I jump up and attempt to like whack it over, and it's like a fireball, but it just hits one of the ghosts in the face, bounces back over, and hits the ground on our side. Before anyone
Yeah,
can
I did
react.
it.
Okay. I will serve this
No,
time.
it's their serve.
Oh, it's their
You have
serve.
to- you have to
All right, so
defend.
yeah, they serve. Who's gonna bump this time?
I actually
Jenna,
wanna,
do you have con?
I do have con.
Roll defend. That sounds good.
Okay.
You know, yeah, fuck it. You roll to defend, and if you get a good, that's an all right roll.
Well, she gets to pick stuff.
Yeah.
Roll 1.
When you roll to defend, and
Defend is page 64.
in defense of a person, item, or location. So I'm rolling to defend my side of the thing. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. As long as you stand in defense, you and the thing you defend is attacked. You may spend and hold 1 to choose 1 for the option redirect the attack. From the thing to defend, you defend yourself. Have the effects, the attacks effect or damage. Open up the attacker or ally. I'm gonna do the +1. Open up the attacker to an ally, giving that ally a +1 forward against that attacker, or deal damage to the
Alright.
attacker equal to my level. So I'm gonna
So-
open up the attacker to Throx. I'm bumping it. I'm gonna open up the attacker to Throx. Bear paw spike again.
You ended up setting the ball with your face.
Yep. Ah.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, like, the other options I added were, like, you could stun one of them or intimidate them, so they're always rolling a little lower, but also, like, you're probably just gonna fucking spike it over.
Frog knows nothing about nature, but he knows everything about volleyball.
You can be my wingman any day.
So the ball smacks into Cinder's face, flies into the air. There is a twinkle in Throckmorton's eyes, and suddenly he's like in the blink of an eye up in the air, and he smashes it down into the opponent's side.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Party
Not
people
much.
in the house, all right. Okay.
All right, so it's your serve now.
All right.
All right. You
I
want to
just,
try again, Sable? Or
Eigel hasn't done
Yes.
anything yet. Eigel should serve this time.
Io, serve with magic.
You're into sports, right?
Sure, I think.
you
I'm
know
going
what a
to.
sport is?
Sammy seems like she's on top of it.
Come on,
Magic
Eigel.
serve, magic serve,
Do
magic
it,
serve.
do it, Eigel, Eigel.
I will allow you to use intelligence or wisdom if you do
No,
a magic type
I
move.
cannot use magic in this situation.
He
Yeah,
can't use it
it's
for
not
himself.
really helping anyone. Not
It's
We're
directly.
using
helping the
magic
people
for your
get the
own gain.
mirror.
This has nothing to do with the mirror. It doesn't matter if we lose.
We're getting their help. Oh, you're right. Winning or losing doesn't matter. Shit.
Yeah, this would be using magic for your own gain, so I can't use magic.
Use magic for our gain, not yours.
Oh.
Like what? What did you expect?
Oh my god, you're just like me in high school. You just sort of like half-heartedly smack the ball, and
It's
when
like-
it doesn't go over, you just shrug.
It's like the opening to Daria where she just holds out her hand after the ball passes by her. I don't know.
I was
might-
picturing him like smacking the ball, but the ball literally does not move forward at all.
Oh dear, it looks like we've lost that point.
Alright, so it's 2-2. It's their serve again.
Oh man, so yep, they serve it.
Alright, this time, Sable, you should defend.
Okay. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Damn it!
Ah, they win.
Well, I mean, you get another chance to bump it at a -1.
Okay, I will try to bump it because I have the best chance of bumping.
I was just trying to fly
Ooh,
above the net,
an
and
eight.
just knock it back over.
Alright, the 8 does bump it. Can you deliver it? Can you do it, Throck?
So that means I can spike without +1, right?
Right.
Yep.
Am I
Come
going to
on,
spend
Zach.
all my good rolls on?
Ooh.
I turn the wrong hand into a bare hand. My left arm turns into a bare arm, and I go to strike with my right arm.
Mhm.
How
They-
does that work out?
So they bounce it back. I
Well,
will.
let's see if they get a chance to counter. They
Oh,
do not.
yay!
They're awed by your bare hands. One of the and like Mosty dives in and like bumps it up, but it's at such an awkward angle, and it just flies by everyone else when they try to hit it. Like they all go in at once, kind of bump together, and it just falls pathetically in front of them.
Oh.
No, they all pass through each other because they're ghosts.
No, this is a Casper situation.
All right.
I like how you rolled a
We can
6 and
touch
a
what we want. Oh wait.
You rolled a 6 and a 5, and then you rolled a 1 and a 2. It's good shit.
Getting all those numbers.
Well,
Woo, we did it!
that was really fun. What was your name again, dude with bare hands?
Throckmorton Throck.
Wow, God, that was the coolest. We got to play some more sports at some other point. No, but you're
Yeah, at
You're
some
busy.
other point.
yeah, you're busy. Okay, Frank, you know where the thing is? Yeah, I know where the thing is. Oh, all right, I'm back here. So, this thing, what's this called again? He holds out a spyglass in front of you. It's a Faust, I think it. Yeah, Faust eyeglass. Wow.
I'll
Surprised
spout
I
lore about it. Yeah. Tell me about this spyglass.
Well, it's easy to see. Like you pick it up, you look through it, and
Something
you can
interesting,
see through the
not
mist.
useful.
But, you actually happen to remember the name Faust.
Faust.
You probably don't know them too much because, like, they lived in this village, so whoever they are, they're probably long gone. But at the same time, it's familiar, and like the fact that they remember the name Faust is also, it's worthy a note,
It's
Thanks,
familiar, but not too
Ghost.
familiar.
but not too not familiar.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, you look through the spyglass and it cuts through the fog for the most part, though if you look to the sky, you still can't look through it perfectly.
Sable,
Something is
Sable,
blocking
I
it.
just told Throckmorton not to look at the sun. You were doing it with something that amplifies light going through it. Why are you doing this?
You do know there are things in the sky that aren't the sun, right?
Whoa. Oh,
we can
nice.
look at other things. Oh my god, there's multiple fish.
I take the spyglass off my eye and there's a big red marker on my eye. Black mark. Cool. Thanks, Ghost.
We
No
appreciate
problem.
it. All right, let's go talk to that pirate. I want to beat up a pirate.
I grabbed
I
Cinder's
think-
collar.
I think the pirate is not related to any of this. I mean, we could.
We still need to figure out. We need a lead to find. Like we have no leads other than.
It's in the sky.
And yet every time we've sent Throckmorton up into the sky, he has come back as well as you have.
Yeah, but now I got this.
Do you
Now we
think that's
can
going-
almost see through it.
Do you think that's going to help you?
Yes?
Go ahead then. Let's see.
All right, I'm going to use the spyglass to navigate through the fog.
All right, so I'm going to say you probably wander up to the southern big area, right?
No, she's going straight up.
Yeah, I'm going up.
She's doing the same thing we've done 3 times at this point.
Defy danger.
Oh, okay. That's a 9 with Dex.
Okay, so you're able to move out of the way. As you go up, you notice not as much of the fog disperses as you go up. And suddenly, the mist actually hardens, and a tendril comes right for you. So, since that's a 9, that's a partial success. So, I'm going to say,
Give me a hard bargain. How do I have to give up to avoid it?
Destroy his broom! Destroy his broom! Destroy his broom! Destroy his broom! Destroy her broom. Sorry.
Cinder,
Remember-
I'm standing.
Fuck. Jeff said destroy everything he owns.
Well, yeah, I guess he did. So, yeah, you do manage to do a pretty cool move. Like, as the tendril comes towards you, you sort of like do this sort of backflip off your broom, and you try to defend yourself with it, but it snaps as the tendril crosses through it, and you do fall to the ground. I will say, since you hard bargained, you fell on sand, and you managed to make a cool landing, so you're not
Actually,
hurt by it.
I was going to cast a spell to catch her.
You could still do that. You'll mess up her landing, though.
My landing was going to be a sable-shaped hole in the sand, so this is fine.
Jeez, I try to make your characters do cool things, and you refuse to oppose. Jeez.
Yeah, do
Well,
cool things like volleyball.
I'm
Volleyball is
going
cool.
to cast a spell to protect someone, to shield someone else from harm, which is one of my foci. So I get a +1 to this as well.
Roll that dice, yeah.
So that's a 9. The spell takes effects, but choose 2. Your spell doesn't last long. You need to hurry to take advantage of it. I only need to catch her once.
Yep.
And they are either much more or much less than I wanted them to. These spell effects. I'm gonna let you decide it's
Yeah.
if it's more or less.
It's more. There's like a big force field that just kind of buries her in sand a little bit.
I'm catching her, not pushing her down into the sand.
Well,
It
no,
does
like
fit.
you're catching her, but it's sort of like it's like kind of a trampoline-ish effect. She lands in this magical energy, and it kind of just bends downwards.
The fog attacked me. Like, literally. Look. And I hold up my poor destroyed broom. It's in several pieces.
Oh no.
I'll make another one. But
Oh no! Oh geez, sorry about your broom, but oof, trying to go up, huh?
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you tried spirits going up? and
They
not
look at
all
each
this?
other for a moment. Have we? I don't think we have.
How much can you remember?
Well, I don't know. We haven't really explored all that much. We kind of just hang out here because the fish are no fun. The guy to the south's a deadbeat. What else is there really to do? I mean, there's the cavern to the south, but if you try to enter that, the mist just kind of turns you back to the entrance.
Sounds familiar. I think we have to go south now.
Okay.
Mhm.
I guess.
We might be able to get through that cave with the spyglass. Because we at least found a different problem when we tried going up.
If it's
We solved the turn us back problem.
but it's the same mist, I'm afraid.
I'm not afraid of mist.
It broke your broom.
Well, that could have been a different mist.
Yes, it was a different mist. Throckmorton, you're absolutely correct. Why don't we go see what
As
the
always.
What?
I said I'm correct as always.
Yes. Why don't
I
we go
mean-
see what the screaming pirate ghost has to say, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
All
I
right.
mean, to be fair, like, you could route yourself around that. Like, now that you have the spyglass, I'm not gonna make you do any sort of checks. Go water. You know how to avoid the fish. You could do so.
All right.
Avoid the fish.
No.
Aww.
Yes,
Cinder.
avoid the
Cinder.
fish.
Cinder. We. What did we discuss the first time we came here?
My cat's complaining meow is the kind of whining that Cinder makes when you tell her that she cannot kill the
Oh
fish.
my god.
Cinder.
That teamwork with Pro.
Cinder.
Just let me punch one fish.
No. No. No.
Just one.
They have done.
Just,
no.
they told
Cinder.
us that they've been so
Cinder.
rude to us.
Cinder.
There will be other fish. Trust me, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We have a job to do, and the fish are not related to it.
All right. She wades across and avoids the fish. Stompy, 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 stompy. Come on, Sable. Pick up some driftwood to fix your room. Sable.
Oh no.
Sable.
Sable exploded.
Jeez.
Sable died on the way back to her
I've,
planet.
I've been here the whole time.
Playing bass guitar.
Splash,
Room-
splash, 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 splash.
Who dares intrude upon my land is the first dang thing you hear the moment your toe touches that large beach area. And you look to this rather large sand castle. Yeah, it's bigger than your average sand castle. Probably not like habitable or anything, but it's pretty big. And after a brief sandstorm that rushes by the area, I swear to God, if anybody plays that, there's just going to be a flood in this area. Anyway, I walked into this myself, but
We'll
didn't
get
have to
content
answer that.
ID'd.
you see,
There's so many fish.
A spoon.
you see, clad in armor, this big ol' knight.
Is it like a ghost armor? or-
Yes,
Okay.
it is a ghostly armor. Who dares intrude upon the land of the dread pirate Dark Knights?
Is that your name? Dark Knight?
Yes,
Did your mother give you that name?
probably
Sable.
not. I
Sable.
needed a cool pirate name, though.
Sable.
But
Cool.
knights aren't pirates.
There's no need to be rude. We are
It's
simply
my
Said idol.
gimmick.
What? My name is Eichel, and these are my companions. We're looking for a magical artifact.
I have plenty of those in my castle.
Okay.
Oh sweet! I brought some beer. Let's party
Cinder?
in your sandcastle.
Cinder, you're
Hold
gonna
a
knock it down if you
moment.
do that.
She pulls out the keg. Oh.
Step one further towards my abode, and I'll cut you into ribbon.
There's no need for
Yar.
that, Mr. Knight.
Yar.
I mean,
I just wanted to confirm if any of them looked like this thing. And I hold out the piece of the mirror.
Yes, I've got like 10 of those.
liar.
Can you show them to us?
No, I'd be a
Okay.
bad pirate if I did.
Aurora Borealis. Sorry.
I thought pirates are supposed to spend their booty.
No.
What?
They bury it under the earth. What are you?
Exactly.
Not a pirate, obviously.
Can't believe you're talking about booty. Jeez.
This is a kids show.
I have an idea. I'm going to turn back into a bird and fly into one of the sandcastle's windows where he's not looking.
Does it even have windows?
Yes, they're adorable.
All right, form of a tiny hawk.
Yes, damn good hawk.
Oh wow, you're transfer. Okay, so that gets you a lot of hold, right?
Yep, 3 hold. Can you just let me control the sparrow pog?
Hold on a sec. Where did I? Here it is.
Grant me permission to
Uh,
move it.
So how long have
let's-
you been a ghost, Mr. Knight?
Oh, a while now.
And how did you
controlled
get
by-
into the pirating business, Mr. Knight?
Well, I mean, okay, you should be able to control it now. Ah, well,
Alright, roll back down.
I had this boring job, and I figured, I should branch out, try to do something independent. So I started
Alright,
Do I,
pirating.
need, do I need to make some sort of defy danger roll to get into the castle?
Is there any other way to stealth this sort of thing?
Spend a
I guess,
whole
yeah.
like a bird.
Yeah, I can spend a hole on being a tiny bird.
Okay, yeah. So you get in. So,
Okay, so I'm looking for pieces of the mirror that he claims to have.
there's nothing here. It's just like the walls are really well made, but inside it's just a big square of sand.
All right. I fly back out. I say, he's lying about the mirror.
How
Give me
dare
about
you?
this guy.
He draws his sword and he's going to rush you. So, defy danger.
Let me look at what stats I
Remember,
have.
generally
positive.
in dungeon where you don't ask someone to find danger, you say what you're
Okay,
doing, and
that's
then
right,
they
yeah.
respond to it.
Okay, yeah, I
So
can't
it's
name a
like, He
move.
swings his sword at you. What do you do?
All
He
right.
floats towards you. He's
I'm
gonna chop the hell out of this bird.
gonna try and fly away with a dexterity dodge. Shit.
I want to cast a spell to protect him.
I
Go
think he
for
takes
it.
damage in this case because he did fail that roll.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
so-
All right. So what damage did I even give this guy again? Let's
Probably like a
see.
D6.
Yeah, I seem to have forgotten.
If the fish are stronger than this guy. All right. I have armor of 1, so that doesn't do anything.
Hold on.
He
a second.
just like
Actually,
smacks the bird away and it hits the sand, but it's not really hurt.
how dare you?
I'm
Ah.
going to cast a spell to throw up all of
Gross.
his hand underneath the ghost and buffet him up into the air so he can't do anything. Would this count as protecting the weak?
I mean,
Or
you're
shield-
protecting a
shield
small bird, right?
Yeah.
Also, I looked at the thing that I based this enemy on, and maybe I shouldn't use 2d10 KH1 damage.
Okay, so the spell works, but I regret casting it.
Okay, well, he's thrown into the air, and he looks at you. He recognizes a spell. He is going to hold his arms out, and he's falling towards you, which is a little confusing because he's a floating ghost knight. Gravity shouldn't affect him, but whatever. He's rolling with it.
He probably can choose when gravity affects him or not. One thing about being the tower is that an opposed part of it is fleeing or escaping. So
So you just gotta face tank it.
yeah,
So, do either of you want to do something? I'm a bird, so I can't do something right now.
It's time for me to hack and slash because they just attacked Igor, who I have sworn to protect. Hey, hey, hey! No, no! I have to go to hack and slash because I need to.
Hack and slash
It's
is
strength.
page. Well, yeah, but it's effects.
It's
58.
It's strength.
Roll strength on a 10 plus. I deal my damage to the enemy and avoid their attack. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Here
You
we
can
go.
also add 1d6 damage, but expose yourself to the enemy's attack. Oh, and that got a 10. All right.
On a 10 plus, I
So-
deal my damage, which is a D10. Hold on.
And avoid their attack. And like I said, you can add d6 damage, but open up.
Darn, I rolled really poorly.
Do you want to take damage to do more damage?
Hell yes.
Roll a d6.
Nice.
Ooh,
There we
dang.
go.
All right, so that's 8 damage, and also that's 5 damage. All right, but you open yourself up to attack.
I'm so
Go away,
glad.
Discord.
Wait,
Darn it,
wait,
no, go away. Discord, go away. I need to type.
There's like 8 notifications every time we summon with him.
Ooh, geez. All right, that's 5 minus your armor.
Oof. Okay. So I take 3. Got it.
Yep.
Alright, I want to do an action to demoralize the Knight Pirates man. What I'm going to do is take one of my exploding potions and throw it into the sandcastle.
I don't think you need to roll for that. You just do that.
Yeah, well, I think I need maybe. Okay.
Can you roll to see if it does anything? Like,
fixed-
you destroy the castle no matter what, but it might not actually do anything to him.
3 exploding potions. Tags are near, thrown, dangerous, and deal 1d10 damage. I will roll, yeah, let's roll death, see how accurate I throw them. Nice.
You hit like the fanciest part of it, the part that looks like it had the most care put into it.
It's the part that he signed.
I do sand damage, and it just blows out and collapses.
I think
No.
that fuse into glass.
It is dangerous.
What? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare
Aha.
you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
No, how dare you?
How dare you?
Enough. Enough. You don't have what we're looking for. We're going to keep going and leave you alone.
You
All right.
besmirch my honor. How dare you? My honor is
We're
a
very
pirate's.
sorry for it, aren't we, Sable?
My pirate
No,
honor.
I'm not sorry at all. I'd do it again if I have 2 more potions. 4 more potions.
Sable, further conflict will no longer be necessary. We don't get anything out of this by beating up on this ghost.
Isn't this ghost making the fog?
I don't believe he has anything to do with the fog.
He fought us. I don't care.
You
Hey,
started
Ghost.
it by
I-
feeling that he lied to us. You didn't have to.
Are you the fog guy?
That's a weird nickname. No, I'm the Dark Knight, the greatest pirate this land has ever seen.
If you're so great, then why are you dead?
Sable?
Because that just makes me better at being a pirate. You can't kill what's already dead.
Well, if you're so proud of being a pirate, why don't you go out and pillage something?
Well, I liked my sandcastle. And
going
I
to-
have plenty of treasure pillaged already. It's
Yeah.
just buried.
Liked. Past tense.
Sable, enough.
I'm gonna kick the sandcastle.
Dark Knight's gonna. I think he starts going towards Sable, and then he turns to you. He does not know which one of you he hates more. Probably the one he exploded, who exploded his castle, though. You're just salt in the wound. You're next.
Cinder? What are...
If you have buried treasure, we would like to see it. However, let's help you rebuild
Cinder?
the sandcastle. I think instead of making it out of sand, we should make it out of driftwood. It'll be a little bit like use some driftwood to accent it. You know, really tidy the place up a bit.
He's ignoring you. He's
Just look at how
blundering
easily
on Sable at the moment.
look at how easily I'm gonna defend Sable. Look at how easily my foot sinks into the sand. Kick. She's super strong, and I'm just gonna roll strength to just fucking Godzilla this goddamn sandcastle.
I think defense though is in fact.
Oh,
To be fair, I don't think defense is actually strength though, right?
no. It's Constitution.
Defense is Constitution. I don't know
Defense is
what
Constitution.
roll.
Hold on. I really gotta pull up so I stop scrolling because the scroll wheel is obnoxious. Defend. Roll plus con. 10 plus hold 3. I'm 7 plus hold 1. Okay, yeah, I'll roll my con. Sorry. That's better.
Dang. You defend the hell out of her.
So
Alright,
I'll
so
hold 3.
hold 3.
So I will redirect an attack from the thing I defend to myself. Will be my first hold.
Yep.
And then I will open up the attacker to an ally, giving the ally +1 forward against the attacker. So I will open up him to Throck. Throck can turn into a bear and throttle him. Throck needs to be strong like me. And then I will have the attack's effector damage. So whatever damage it does do to me, it'll do half.
All right. So,
I have an idea.
wow. It doesn't do much anyway. Your armor soaks the hell out of it.
All right. I have an idea for fighting this ghostly character. I want to fly inside of the armor and strike at like a connecting point. I want to like
Drop his
destroy
pants?
one of the straps, keeping its like arms connected to it. Although now I'm looking at the pog, the arms aren't connected to it. Shit.
I'm a ghost.
But something like that, something that makes part of the armor fall off.
You could say I'm a soul man. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So here's my question: instead of rolling to attack, can I spend one of my hold to do damage?
I think so.
Because I'm using my sparrow nature,
Yeah.
so I can just roll my class's damage.
I'm
Unless you
going-
want to maybe roll strength.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Because I am using a resource.
You are, and all right. As long as you like can figure out how to disconnect Ghost, then I'll allow it.
All right, so I'm just going to roll the damage. Do I have just a button on my character sheet? I'm not seeing it. I'll just roll d6. I peck at a strap connecting. Oh fuck! I'm so upset about the fact the arms aren't attached. I pull off the shoulder armor. I peck at the straps connecting the shoulder armor, and they fall off.
Oh no! One of his arms falls off, and I was prepared for this. The arm flies off as
Hello?
if it has a mind of its own.
What's up?
Oh no!
I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna cast a spell in order to prevent harm.
All right. Do you want me to come down?
I'm. God. Alright. The spell works. What I'm trying to do is fucking stop everybody from fighting because we don't need to fight. Why don't we just?
He wants to fight. It's not on us.
We can talk our way through this. We don't need to fight because you've started it.
I'm
Don't
full
you
piss and
care
vinegar.
Well, I'm playing a game with
can
my
defeat
friends,
him,
but
then he'll
it's
listen.
okay. I just muted myself, so we're fine. I can talk to you for a little bit.
All right, so your spell
My
goes horribly
character
wrong.
Destroyed an entire sand castle in the sand, because that's where sand castles are.
All right, so, well, I guess since you're trying to get everyone to stop fighting, they don't. And in fact, the arm that just fell off is going to grab you by the throat.
How much damage?
At the moment, I'm just gonna roll d4 because this is just a tiny little attack, but he's now attached to your throat. Oh my god. Okay, but you are tiny, so even though he's only just started this grasp, that's painful.
Whoops! You guys couldn't hear me, but the stream could.
All right. So Idol is being choked out.
Oh dear.
I just went. So does anybody else want to do something?
Generally, we should be reacting to things that the enemy is.
I guess it's attacking the person. Stop it, Prel. I know. I am upset. It's attacking the person I've
Also,
sworn to attack.
Let's see. Oops. Okay. Well, while he's choking Igel, I guess the full armor turns around and looks like at the moment Cinder's probably the closest target that's not just a tiny bird.
Okay.
So he rears a one-handed attack. Looks a little doofy, honestly, but he's gonna roll with it.
Okay. I guess I will defy danger. Hold on, I don't remember what defy. Somebody tell me what defy danger is. I will defy danger with strength. I will meet his attack with my attack. So I will.
All right.
I will clash blades with him.
By powering through. Yep.
Yep. Oof.
Oof. Wait, no, that's my roll. Okay, you got an 8. So, 78, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Ooh.
So something that you'd have to give up to not take damage.
Or take
Ooh,
damage.
All right, so, I'm going to say that, you could meet his attack, but, Igel over there is still being choked. If you try to tangle with Dark Knight right now, you can. He's probably going to be choked out a little more if he doesn't do anything to react himself. So, in order to avoid taking damage, you basically just have to stand there blocking his attack, just with your axe.
And let Igel take damage.
Or I can follow through and take damage and distract him from choking Igel.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take the damage so that Igel stops being choked. Basically, he has to release Igel to punch me with that hand because his weapon is
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
3, so you get 1 damage.
Ouch. And it punches me, and I'm like, ow.
You're quite strong, young lady. A worthy opponent for me, Dark Knight, the best pirates.
Harley!
Let's fight 1v1.
Harley! You're a pirate, right?
Yeah?
What is this, Pirates of
Yar?
the Caribbean?
There's one other thing about being a human and a mage. When you parley, you can always offer to cast a spell as leverage. We stop fighting right now, and I'll put your castle back together.
Alright.
Isn't that using magic for your own purposes? Because none of us want this castle
No,
back together.
I am helping someone else with this magic.
Yeah, he's
He's
helping the Dark Knight.
the Dark Knight.
So yeah, try it.
Look, haunted asshole pieces of armor are people too.
This is plus charisma, right?
Let me check. Where is Parlay? Yep, roll
Yes.
plus charisma.
Oops, rolled it twice. I'll take
All right,
it.
the first one is 8. Well, to be fair, a partial does actually work out pretty well because on a 7 and 9, they will do what you ask, but you need some concrete assurance of your purpose right now. So, as long as you're able to reform the castle,
magic.
Yep. So as long as you just put the castle back right now, he's gonna be happy.
Do I need to roll to cast this spell, or can I do it if I'm being uninterrupted?
Yeah, you could probably
buddy.
do it unless it has a chance to fail normally. Like,
I mean-
what's the spell?
I'm just putting sand together into a sand castle with
That's
magic.
all. Put it together in a montage. I get a bucket.
All right, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what animal will be good at putting together a sandcastle.
Yeah.
Turn into like a burrowing animal. Burrows through.
Do you not want to be pet? What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this?
Don't talk to the ghost that way.
Cinder decides to keep the ghosts entertained while everyone else is putting the castle back together.
Oh, you think about sand a lot, and then you turn into a scarab because you think, man, this will work.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't think scarabs live in the ocean or the forest.
You think scarab. What you actually turn into, we don't know. Yeah, but Eigel is going to focus on whipping the wind up into pushing the sand together and compressing it into sandcastle shape.
All right, yeah, you're a good enough mage, so that sort of magic's second nature to you. Well, all right.
And with that, I
Thanks.
believe our business is done here, Sir Knight. We will be going now.
Yes, we'll just never speak of this again.
By the way, the cavern to the south, which way? That way?
Oh, yeah, it's to the south. It's
Thank you.
over there.
Come along, everyone. Eigel is just going to stomp in the direction of the cavern.
I land on Eigel's shoulder in a position that is very familiar to Breadmaster.
Oh no, not again.
Turns blue all of a sudden, really weird.
Alright, we head to the cavern.
All right. Do you want to make camp for the night, or do you just want to go on in?
I say we camp at the mouth of it, away from Sir Knight's territory.
All right. I will change out of my bird form.
Get off my shoulder! Ow! Ow!
I thought you could
Why?
support the weight of a full human being. Huh.
I get off the shoulder. I'm not that much of a dick.
I play with hermit crabs on the beach because there are hermit crabs on the beach. I've decided.
All right, so make camp is a move.
When you settle in for
Yes.
rest, consume a ration. If you're somewhat dangerous, decide the watch order. If you're somewhere dangerous, decide the watch order as well. If you have enough XP, you may level up. We don't have any. We get XP at the end of a session.
Yeah.
Uh,
Though, have you been marking failures? Is the question, because I'm pretty sure you get.
that's.
I have.
I thought that was only Monster Hearts that did that.
Nope. It's this one as well.
Dungeon World does it.
Oh, I thought. Do we
I-
every failure?
Yep. Though I don't. I think the one fail you got was during the volleyball game.
No, I failed several times after that.
I'll scroll through real quick.
You had a lot of bad rolls.
Yeah.
Every time I tried to cast magic was a bad.
Sable and Eigel have been failing to cast magic quite a bit.
Let's see.
I think I only failed once though.
Unless anyone hit 8, we can't level up.
Yeah, I don't-
1, 2, 3.
I haven't been counting my failures at all. I guess I would
I got-
scroll up.
I got
Let's
3
see.
failures. I got 3 X.
All right. I think the first actual one was after the dungeon rations one, right?
Huh.
I think
Okay.
I've counted 5 failures.
Yep. I don't know.
One failure.
Wow, you're so competent.
Hold on.
Oh no, I had 2 failures. I screwed up during the volleyball game.
Yeah, 2. I mostly succeeded this game, didn't I?
Oh.
Yeah, looks like I only got 2 failures going through this. We'll see what happens.
That's fine. Just dump that on there. All right.
Mhm.
I need to go to bed.
All right, yeah,
Alright.
we should
Yeah,
we
well-
should stop
well,
for now
we're
when
gonna
we're
call it-
Do
camping.
end of session stuff then.
Well, yeah.
All right. Where is end of session stuff? G. Oh, did they leave already?
No, that was
Jeff, no!
Okay,
That was
that was
Rhythm.
Rhythm
Oh.
then.
That was the music bot.
Get out, Rhythm.
Let's see.
I found it on the character sheet. When you reach the end of a session, choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved. Ask the player of the character you have the bond with if they agree. If they do, mark XP and write a new bond.
All right.
Once bonds have been updated, look at alignment. Fulfill that alignment, mark XP, then answer 3 questions as a group. So I'm going to go through bonds.
Let's see. Sable had.
I don't think
Aggles-
any mine went through.
I think mine might be vindicated, but I don't know if it's been resolved.
That's a type of resolution.
If Eagle's smelling more like prey than a hunter.
Look at this nerd.
Got choked out by a single glove.
Yeah.
Alignment. Let me double check my alignment. Destroy a symbol of civilization. I don't think I did that.
Wait.
Sable did that, but I didn't do that.
You participated.
Sable did that, I didn't do that. I was just gonna rob it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Have I shown Cinder the power of the arcane arts?
Yeah, but I'm not impressed.
I have fulfilled my alignment. Use magic to directly aid one another. Because I'm good.
Good at
Good person.
magic.
No, I'm not.
Just fail out of that scroll.
Jeff, did you fulfill or resolve any of your bonds?
Did I avoid or escape trouble without resolving it?
I mean, yes, you did. You caused all this shit with the knight, and you didn't really solve it.
It wasn't her. It was Thornbrock or Brockmore.
Thornbrotten, yeah.
Yeah,
I am the one that threw the potion inside the
but that wasn't the starting of it.
Okay, hold on. When I was about to get XP from this, I said Sable did it. Now Sable's about to get XP from it. She's saying I did it.
Both don't deserve XP.
No, I want us to advance more so we can get to the more bullshit things of this game. So I'm giving myself an XP for that. Fuck this.
Yep.
You do too, Sable.
Yeah, I mean, I did avoid danger.
We both did enough.
I didn't resolve it.
Mhm. All right. I
Cinder?
can at least go on. All right. Cinder, did you do your alignment?
I did not defeat a worthy enemy because that knight was a chump.
And you didn't defeat him.
I did defeat him, but he was not a worthy enemy. But he was.
You overcame him.
We overcame. You know
You
what?
had a nice conversation.
I'll give myself the XP for it. He wasn't worthy, but he was worthy. If that makes sense. Like.
I mean, he was worthy, but like, you didn't defeat him in combat, though.
Right. Exactly. I did defeat him, but it wasn't like proper. It wasn't a proper 1v1, like Cinder wants.
You tried.
I
How
tried.
well does sour grapes work for the neutral alignment?
I don't understand.
You're not big enough.
So our 3 questions for experience. Did
And
we learn something new and important about the world?
I
We
think
learned
you've
about
been
this
learning,
mirror.
I learned that fish are jerks.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that fish. What was his deal? So bad. Just an angry fish.
I mean, like, the fish is just trying to eat.
We learned that there's like some tentacle monster in the sky.
This place is just sick of ghosts.
We as a group only have to learn one thing. We don't need to each learn something.
You've all learned nothing.
We learned about the mirror. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
I would say you did. I mean, you played
I
a nice
wanna
volleyball
count-
game.
I
You
was going to
talked-
count the Dark Knight Rises or whatever his name was.
You talked to
think
the Dark
defeating
Knight.
ghosts at volleyball was notable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was probably more noticeable than. So
Schefter
dark.
made a whole rule set for that. That was
I
effort.
will never play volleyball
And
again.
then that was immediately torpedoed by the other players. In the...
That's what jamming is
I
like.
think wanted to go that long anyway.
Did we loot a memorable treasure? We
No.
got that telescope.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Good job. Okay, so I guess we do level
So I
up.
think we get 3 more. Some of us
Yeah.
do. We can worry about that and have that done by next session.
Yeah. And you probably all want to heal, right? Consume a ration and heal at the camp.
Yeah.
I
Eh.
have not taken damage. You never did damage to me.
I can heal my condition, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm no longer sick.
Alright, I'm going to bed.
Alright, sweet dreams, Jack.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, stream.
Alright. Also stream. I'm gonna stop streaming. The stream overheard me talking to my spouse on the phone. I muted myself on you guys' end, but on the stream, so I'm not exactly sure how to fix that.
Oh,
But,
Good job.
well,
But I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I might just have you guys record the lines real quick, but I'll deal with it when I pull it up. Anyway, bye stream.
good night.